Good evening, English 101 students. I'd like to welcome you to my online course for the fall semester. I look forward to working with each one of you. Um, this is a brief course overview, and hopefully, I will, in the process of overviewing the course, answer many of your questions. Hopefully by now you have logged into the course already. There is a course syllabus for you in the course information tab. But English 101, as you all know, is a composition course. In the process of teaching composition, we will, of course, learn how to format essays. Your first few essays will be in MLA format. So that's a term you will hear throughout the course. Traditionally, English classes have always used MLA format. However, we realize that you will use APA format in some of your other courses, so we have started teaching that as well. So your final essay will be an APA style formatted essay. So you will have two assessments in this course. One will be the MLA assessment, and the other one will be the APA assessment, and both are worth 100 points. Now you will have essay assignments, and those essay assignments will be centered on readings from the textbook. And we do have a new edition of the text. So make sure you purchase From Inquiry to Academic Writing, a text and reader, okay, because there is another version of this book. And we are using the 5th edition this semester. Now, there are articles in the text that I will assign you to read, and your writing assignments will be centered on those readings. And so I hope to find articles that are assigned articles that you will find interesting. Um, a lot of students have commented at the end of the course how much they've enjoyed certain articles and writing about those articles. In addition to the writing assignments, you will have a quiz with each writing assignment, and sometimes the quiz will be on the reading assignment, and sometimes the quiz will come from the lectures or the notes that I provided for that particular assignment. So if you look on the second page of your course syllabus, you will see a grading plan. You can acquire as many as 925 points in this course this semester. There's also a rubric, and the rubric is the traditional rubric that we use for our department. And I will tell you that I use the rubric as a guide, but I don't necessarily stick to the rubric. So, especially in the beginning, I'm a little bit more lenient with my grading on the first essay because I want to mark your writing mistakes, your errors, grammatical, punctuation, formatting, those kinds of things, and not penalize you um, that severely for those mistakes until you have had an opportunity to review them and to correct them in the next writing assignment. So hopefully that will ease some of the pressure going into the first writing assignment. Now, please read over the course syllabus. I am teaching 3 composition classes. So you'll see on the syllabus that I've listed all of the sections. So you will see section W03, section W04, section W05. You know you're not enrolled in all 3 of those courses. You are only enrolled in one of them. But we're all following the same plan this semester. Now, in this course, as far as instructional methods, there will be some video lectures. Of course, you'll have writing assignments and quizzes on the readings and the writing assignments. There will be some audio visual presentations, So some YouTube videos, things that I pull from the internet to help you better understand concepts. And you will have a final exam at the end of the course. And the final exam is an objective type test where I provide an essay and I ask you specific questions about the essay. And there is a writing portion on the final exam as well. Now, as far as the makeup policy for this course, I want you to know that I expect you to adhere to the deadlines, okay? So, unless there are extenuating circumstances that you have made me aware of before the due date, I expect everyone to turn in their assignments um, on Mondays before midnight. And that's not every Monday, but the Mondays that you have something due. Your writing assignments will always post on a Wednesday and will be due the following Monday. That gives you some time over the weekend to work on your papers for those of you that work full-time jobs or work during the week. If I do approve that you can turn in an assignment late for whatever reason, be aware that there may be a 10-point penalty for every day that it is late. Okay. And this, of course, is only for late work that I've approved you to turn in. There is a policy on cheating and plagiarism. Now, as you can imagine, in a composition class, students are tempted to go to the internet in search of papers that have already been written on certain topics or articles and those kinds of things. Now, technology is wonderful and it works both ways. We do have plagiarism detection software within the Blackboard shell, and so I can run papers through this software and it will highlight everything that was taken from another source. So you want to be very careful that all of your writing assignments are original. So if you're tempted to, use something that you found on the internet or rely too heavily on a source without proper documentation, you may find yourself guilty of plagiarism, which is a serious offense. So I would admonish you all to make sure that your writings are original, okay? Now, there is a statement on discrimination and harassment. I do not plan to do any of those things this semester, so that shouldn't be a problem. Now, we do have access to some resources that will help you in this class. Your documents, your essays that you turn in need to be Microsoft Word documents. So make sure you are using Word, okay? And if you need access to Microsoft Office, Calhoun students have free access. And you can find this information in the tab under course information, and it should be found under student resources. Okay, so you may want to check that out, and you can install a full version of Office on your personal computers. We have something called Start Institute, and it is a tutorial service, and they do a wonderful job. That information is in your course syllabus. So if you find yourself needing some additional support, I highly recommend that you contact the Start Institute. We have an online tutorial service in the Blackboard shell, and you'll notice that on the main page in the main menu, it's called tutor.com. So these are all resources that I hope you will use throughout the course if you find yourself having difficulty with the concepts. Also, you can contact me and I will be more than happy to schedule a conference with you. There are some, of course, some protocols that we will have to follow because of the pandemic. But if you are fever free and you haven't had any symptoms and those kinds of things, you may just have to mask up and come to my office and we can sit down and have a conference to address any concerns you have about the course, or if I've made some comments on your paper or written some comments, and you're not clear on how to fix your writing mistakes or what exactly I meant by the comments, then you can call me and we can have a telephone conference or we can have a face-to-face conference. I will also offer some Zoom sessions throughout the semester for anyone who wants to log in and discuss anything you want to discuss. Perhaps it's clarification, or maybe you want to toss out some ideas um, for your writing assignments. But I will usually try to offer one in the evening and one in the morning to accommodate the various work schedules that my students have. Now, there is a detailed schedule, and it says tentative schedule because things are subject to change. But for each week of the course, I have outlined what we plan to do. And so hopefully you have already looked over those things. And I've also listed some dates to remember. Drop and add will be August the 18th through the 23rd. Labor Day is September the 6th. However, it doesn't impact our class since we're all online. Veterans Day is November the 11th. The Thanksgiving holiday is technically 2 days, but more than likely you'll be out the entire week unless you have, face-to-face classes. But I haven't scheduled anything during the Thanksgiving holiday. And the final exam for all of Calhoun's courses this semester will be December the 7th through the 13th. But I want to encourage you to log in and check your course several times each week for announcements. Make sure you're checking your Calhoun email. That's how we will communicate in this course. I will not, respond to emails that have come from accounts outside of Calhoun. So make sure you use your Calhoun email account to communicate with me throughout the course. Now, on a separate page, I've included my office hours, and those are tentative because we can have flexible virtual hours. But typically, if you email me, I'm going to respond as soon as I can. So I feel like I'm always connected to my online students. You do have access to my office phone. You can give me a call, leave me a message, and I'll return your call. But I think it's important that we both communicate with each other throughout the course. Don't just disappear and then reappear, uh, thinking that things have stood still while you were away. Make sure you're participating, and if for some reason you have some reasons why you can't participate, please contact me immediately. Now, the other textbook you'll need for this course will be a writer's reference, and we also have a new edition of the writer's reference. And it is a customized handbook for Calhoun students. So you'll notice at the bottom under a writer's reference, it says for Calhoun Community College. So make sure you purchase the 10th edition and that you get the customized version for Calhoun community students, because this is with writing about literature and writing in the disciplines. So this handbook will help you in any courses that you have to write a paper in. Okay, so once you've purchased it, you need to hold on to it and not sell it back, because you can use it in your literature courses as well as in your psychology classes, history classes that you need to write papers, because it covers the different styles of writing, MLA, APA, Chicago. So those are some different formats that you may be introduced to in other disciplines. Once again, I am looking forward to working with you this semester. Please don't hesitate to email me if you have questions. As you can imagine, when I'm copying courses over from one semester to the next, sometimes links are broken. Sometimes I forget to change a date, or I forget to click and make something available to students. So once you encounter these things, just know that you can send me an email and I'll go in and fix whatever's broken, or whatever's causing you any confusion. So there's no need to have any anxiety about those kinds of things. Um, it's going to happen. I'm not going to say when it happened or if it happens, it's going to. Okay. So once again, I look forward to working with you. Don't forget the first week of class, I need you to complete the Blackboard orientation. Your certificates should have the years 2021 and 2022 on them. Okay, if you submit the certificate and I can't open it or I can't view the entire certificate, then you'll receive an email from me asking you to resubmit the certificate so that I can mark that off. The other thing I want you to do is to post a brief introduction about yourself in the discussion tab. I think I've already posted one about myself, and I've included some pictures of my family. And you can include pictures of your family or you doing some of your hobbies or your pets or anything that's going to help us learn a little bit more about you as a person. And after you've done the discussion, then there is a syllabus quiz. I want to make sure you have reviewed the syllabus. So log in under course content and take the syllabus quiz. It's 10 questions, I believe, and it's worth 50 points perhaps. Uh, but I'm just going to ask you some multiple choice questions about the course syllabus. So print out a copy of that, take the syllabus quiz, and get all 50 of your points. But it's necessary that you complete these activities as soon as possible because this is how we take attendance for the first week. And the official attendance is due August the 25th. So if you have not completed those tasks, then you will be marked absent. And if you're marked absent on the official attendance, there is a strong possibility that you will be dropped from the course. And reinstatement can be an ordeal, so you don't want to get dropped from the course. But this video is already longer than I anticipated it being, but I just look forward to working with you. And once again, don't hesitate to call if you have any concerns. And at the end of the course, I will look forward to your honest evaluation of the course, as well as me as an instructor and yourselves as students. So, with that being said, have a wonderful semester. Thank you.